Hello, family members. Hope you're having a better day today than I'm having. So, I just finished watching the new Some More News episode, and I wanted to talk about something that it kind of made me think of. So, in the video, um, Cody talks about how he thinks that basically social media is broken and needs to break in order to be remade into something better. You know, that bots and search engine optimization and things like that have basically ruined the internet. And to a certain extent, I get that. It definitely is a lot more complicated to try to use the internet these days than it used to be. But I think that maybe what they're missing when they talk about that is that internet users have just changed. Instead of being on the public facing internet, a lot of communication has moved to like group chats and private groups, Discord servers, places that aren't accessible broadly. And I think the main reason for this is because the overall sites like Google and Facebook and Twitter and whatnot, um, it's just very difficult for them to moderate. I mean, they don't want to spend the money doing that anyway, but I'm sure you have had someone in your family, if not you personally, complain recently that Facebook banned them or not banned them, but like gave them a strike or a warning and told them that content was inappropriate, and they're like, but this was a completely innocuous comment, an innocuous thing to say. And you can appeal if you want to, but it doesn't seem like appealing does anything because it's all automated. There's no human being actually looking at it. And so it triggers the response it triggers, and there's really no questioning that. And so I think the reason why the internet culture has kind of moved from, public internet to these more private venues is because it's a lot easier to moderate smaller spaces, right? Um, for example, I have a group on Facebook that I've been running for a while. It's called I'm Overweight and I Exist. And I mainly use it just to share content of people who are not thin doing anything, just anything, living their lives, thriving, you know, a blind lady graduating with her, lawyer degree, or a plus size athlete out there kicking booty and taking names, or whatever, like anything. Just positive representations of people who aren't thin. That's all. And one thing that I'm very careful about is I made it a closed group because I figured there could be toxicity that would follow that subject. And I also didn't want it to become a place where people spammed, you know, weight loss content or uh, weight loss pills and blah blah blah. All the gross stuff that anytime that overweight people, fat people come up, seem to follow. And the main thing that I've had to screen for, whenever I check to see if there's new people who want to join the group, is I check to see if it looks like they're involved in an MLM, because I don't want the people in my group to be spammed by that. And I think that is part of it, like you've got to have somebody who cares enough to keep a space usable and willing to put in the work. And the smaller the spaces, the easier that work can be generally. I think probably most adults have at least one or two group chats that they're in. Might be just family, might have some with friends, whatever. Uh, my friend has a Discord server. I haven't used it much lately. I just don't have the emotional energy, but that was a great thing to have. Like, and you can just decide who it is that's going to, enhance the vibe and add them. And if anyone's causing problems, you just get rid of them. It's that easy. And so the social media sites can have all the, like random content they want, but at the end of the day, the real internet is still there. It's just changed venue, is my thought. So, not that bots aren't a problem, and not that social media isn't a problem, but sort of the thing that I've noticed is that content isn't locked to a particular social media site. You see the same things on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, uh, Reddit, everything. Tumblr. I mean, like, I've never used Tumblr, yet I've seen lots and lots of Tumblr content, even here on YouTube, right? Ideas, memes don't stay on one particular site. And so we can get rid of any particular site and that content's still going to be available. It's just going to first be published in a different form before it's then spread everywhere else around the internet. So I definitely think that there's still value in social media, but I think if you want to find the value, it's a lot about finding subcultures. Pages that are well moderated on Facebook are another good place, in the comment section, or groups, or things like that. You just have to kind of hide yourself away from the internet at large sometimes in order to keep all of the advertisements and scams and sales and everything in their place, which is not in your life. All right, well, my phone's dying. I better get this video finished before my phone decides that it's over on its own. Soxy says hi. Oh, he's such a sweet baby. Yes, he is.